day, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Jackson and the London Bulldogs versus Matthew Stafford and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, 9 catches, 86 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't run the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against 2nd to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 29, Stafford got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball. And
it paid off with a long touchdown run. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down.
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs.
Jackson.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back there to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 7.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Michael Gallup, incomplete. It's 2nd down and
to throw again. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
on the play. 1st down, San Antonio.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Henry Ruggs, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Now goes a punt of 42, 7 on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jacobs now. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
Counter play with Jacobs. Broken tackle. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
14. Dreadnoughts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 28.
Back out comes San Antonio. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down. 7 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, it goes a punt of 34 yards that time.
His guys take over 1st down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. That's right. Is complete here on the first play of the drive. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Maher able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Dreadnoughts 10.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Operating from the gun, Jackson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson from the gun on third down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
21. Dreadnoughts 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Again, it's Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
22 yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
A 31-yard.
The kick by Maher is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score, Bulldogs 21, Dreadnoughts 13.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, San Antonio.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Stafford's pass. Complete.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. First down, Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
for a 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right at midfield. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
4A. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
Dreadnoughts 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20.
Back out comes San Antonio. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's third down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Danny Shelton made the stop. 4 yards.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. After the interception, here's Jackson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
2 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another London first down. First and 10.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Jackson on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up second and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
Dreadnoughts 21. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own.
Back out comes San Antonio. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Stafford got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
Throwing again is Stafford. The middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to second.
To throw again. Stafford. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
Stafford.
And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And but not before they're inside the 25. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open space inside the 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Stafford's pass.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Bulldogs 35, Dreadnoughts 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts.
They have to be aggressive here.
11 yards there, first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, it's Snell. And he stopped immediately there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Going
going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Stafford. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He has been terrific today, hasn't he? Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish. Back to throw. That's good for 20. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter. As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway. London about set to take over on offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there? And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win. Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for the Londoners, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.